number 1. This is going to be from Liberty, North Carolina, Georgie Helmers. From Washington, Virginia, Abigail Anstedt will wear hip number 2, just a sophomore. She'll be joined by fellow sophomore from Greer, South Carolina. This is Ava Lindsay. Wearing hip number 4, this is Bailey Espinoza from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. The pride of Uniontown, Ohio, wearing hip number 5, this is Daniela Scheffler. From all the way in South Dakota, just a sophomore, this is Peyton Van Diest. From beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, the senior wearing hip 7, this is Caroline Barton. Wearing hip number 8, the youngster, she is still in 8th grade. This is Mackenzie Skelly from right here in Pennsylvania. Wearing hip number 9, the senior for Bolt Track Club, this is Victoria Garces. From Springdale, Arkansas, wearing hip number 10, the junior Lily Bashirs. She was second last night in the 5,000 meter. She's a freshman from Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is Natasha Dudek. From Sandwich, Illinois, wearing hip number 12, the junior, this is Sundara Weber. The senior from Nevada, wearing hip number 13, this is Chloe Heiler. We've seen her sisters in lots of action, but all eyes here, wearing hip 14 on the Texan, Ellen Latta. And wearing hip number 15 from all the way in California, another senior, this is Hannah Thompson. This is going to be a very fast seated section of the Girls Championship 2-mile. We introed 15 athletes. You are going to see 16 girls on track, and that is because we have a fabulous pacer for this race. Lucky athletes to have in the form of Ms. Abby Faith Cheeseman. Like I said, a very capable rabbit. So she is going to be looking to take the race out at 73 to 74 seconds per lap for the opening mile. That would mean that they are going to go under 5 minutes for the first of 2 miles back to back.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to jinx it, Kate, but are we on meet record watch?
Well, that is the plan. Meet record sits at 9:58.44. That was set last year by Logan St. John Kletter. And easy math tells you that if you go under 5 minutes for the first mile and then do it again, you are putting yourself in a good position to contest that 9:58.44.
Should be easy enough. Just do it again.
We are underway with our seated section of the Girls Championship 2-mile. A talented field, absolutely brimming with potential, experience, and you better believe that these girls are hungry for a win and a swift time. And you know, Serenity, we are here on site. We're so lucky to be here at Franklin Field, and these conditions are near perfect. It's always going to be just a little blustery in the stadium, but the wind is fairly low, and the temperature is beautiful, sunny skies, and this is going to be a magical evening for these runners. So Cheeseman up front, again, such a fantastic runner in her own right is Abby Faith. Again, these girls couldn't ask for a better pacer, and you see her checking her watch there. She's powerful, she's strong, she's metronomic, and Abby Faith Cheeseman knows how to lock into a pace and just keep it rolling exactly where it needs to be. You're seeing on the outside there, unsurprisingly, that's Elin Latta out of San Antonio, Texas. We saw her younger sister, Remy Latta, in action a few sections ago, but Elin Latta, happy to put herself right on the edge of our pacer. She is going to be one of those athletes gunning for a meet record here.
Absolutely. And we spoke about some of the young girls as well. You mentioned it, Mackenzie Skelly, who we saw race in the middle school mile just yesterday. She ran 4:49.97. She is still more so towards the back right now, but she is just trying to break out of that box in that she unfortunately sees herself in right now. But the rest of the field just continues to go. And just to get the experience of being able to run in a championship 2 mile right now, that's literally what it's all about, because right now it's just Ellen Latta right on the pacer, which is Cheeseman.
Yeah, and Latta looks really smooth right now. This is a little more bunched than I would have expected. You know, it's so hard being a pacer. Like I said, Cheeseman, lots of good experience and ability to do it, but they were a little bit slow through that opening lap. We would have liked to have seen something closer to 74 seconds. They were 76 mid through the first turn of this, the first circuit of this track. So Cheeseman now, I think, just gets note that she needs to keep this rolling along. Make sure that that gap doesn't, or that group doesn't bunch too much. It is Latta to the outside. Again, looking really relaxed is Elin Latta, just a 9th grader. And then Chloe Hewler still in it as well, to the inside of her.
And I definitely have full faith in Ellen Latta. She ran U.S. #1 for the girls' mile in the graduating class of 2028 back in February.
Yeah, she is looking really smooth and controlled. Again, her family has such great pedigree in the distance events, and she's being forced to the outside a little bit, but she's happy to keep, I think that's going to keep the pressure on Cheeseman a little bit to make sure that this pace ticks along exactly where it needs to be. So Elin Latta looking really composed and comfortable right now. It continues to be Hewler, the senior, sitting in second, and Hannah Hewler out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. She has put together a great series of races this year, a 4:55.75 mile at the Oregon Relays. She was 4th in the 3,000 meter at the Outdoor State Championship, and she looks really relaxed, tucked in there in 3rd, and that's exactly where you want to be, because you're taking advantage of basically 2 pace setters ahead of you at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. She's pushing that pace. And I wonder how Cheeseman's feeling just a little bit. She was told to do her job, and that's exactly what she's doing. But she's like, these girls are pushing me to do it.
So we were 76 to the opening lap. That was a 75. And now Abby Faith Cheeseman steps off. You know, again, we've already seen her in action this weekend. I think she might just be feeling some of the effects of that, but glad to have had her out there. She was 4th, I should say, in the 5,000 meter last night. But now the race is on, and Latta, that tall youngster, continuing to lead. Hewler sits in second, and now that is wearing hip number, just trying to get a read here, hip number 15. That is Hannah Thompson out of Santa Rosa, California. Well, she has made a big trip to be here, and again, gonna not leave anything to chance is Thompson. She was 3rd at New Balance Nationals last year in 10:11, and it is those 4 sporting proudly their New Balance kits up front, and then trying to stay in contest wearing hip number 3 there.
And Hannah Thompson just has plenty of experience. She's a New Balance NIL athlete, and she's going to be headed off to Stanford pretty soon in the fall, which is a fantastic program.
So we have reached the 1 mile mark just at 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 0.38. So after a bit of a slow start, we hit 75, 73, 74. So we have really worked well to get back on pace here in the form of these 4 runners. And that is Latta continuing to lead things up front.
And it looks like we're getting a lead change now. Looks like Chloe Hewler, who's going to be going to Notre Dame in the fall. Fantastic university as well. Known for producing talent like Yara Nuguse.
Think I've heard of him.
Possibly.
So a group of 4 has become a pack of 3 now, powering away each of these runners capable of taking home top marks in this event. It's going to come down to a very fast final 2 laps, I think, here, as Hewler, looking really controlled up front, is leading the charge. And she's a powerful athlete, but she doesn't have any wasted movement. She's really compact and, just really beautiful form to watch. Running that shortest distance on the inside. That taller figure now in the form of Thompson, just positioning herself on the outside, but still, these 4, it is anyone's race. They are all benefiting from working together here, but this is going to set up for a barn burner of a last couple of laps. It is Heiler, Lada, Thompson. Thompson now with the lead. 2 laps remaining. That was another 76-second lap, so one of their slowest of the race. 7:32 on the clock with 2 laps to go, but Thompson understands the assignment, and this is steady increase in pace as she makes her way around the top of the track. Again, taking a risk, committing to the move, and starting to blow things open here.
She's really started to open up her stride. It's Stanford commit versus Notre Dame commit. Both really good universities that they're going to be going to in the fall. Plenty of things to be excited for, but she just looks so strong with her very, very long legs.
Thompson in control. That gap remains a few meters. Back to Heiler, but Heiler has not been shaken yet. And now in the back of the pack, this is Sundara Weber who's making the move. Weber realizing that she has to get around Lada if she's going to keep herself in a position to stay at the front of this pack, or at least in contention with them. They're going to hear the bell at 8:45. It is going to take something special to break this meet record. Again, that record set last year in the form of Logan St. John Cletter, 9:58:44. Pardon me, I'm just too excited here. And it's going to take a really quick final 400 meters. But again, these runners with so much experience, they know what they have to do. And Hannah Thompson has found another gear. She is gone into full sprint mode, turning on the afterburners, and with 200 meters to go, she looks phenomenal.
And she got a very, very warm cheer on this backstretch to help her on a really difficult part of her race, the part of the race that could get a little bit more dead as she's finally heading into that home stretch now. Look at that field and look at that stride.
Well, Stanford is getting a standout in the form of Hannah Thompson from Montgomery, North Carolina, out of Santa Rosa, California. And she is powering for home. She's going to take the win. It's going to be awfully close. Keep your eye on the clock. 9:58, the time to beat, and she has done it. A New Balance Nationals outdoor 2-mile record, 9:55:49 for Thompson. And that was a sub-70-second clocking for that last lap. Brilliant run there for the senior. 1:09:69 to take top marks. She was third last year. She is victorious this year, and she has done it in the fastest time ever run at this meet.
And she is an electric runner. Like we've mentioned, she has that foot speed. She's run 4:35. She's very familiar with this meet. And what an honor to do it as a New Balance NIL athlete here at New Balance Nationals. Right before she heads off to college, I just know that's a great feeling.
It is a brilliant feather in the cap and a cap to the high school career for Hannah Thompson.
And here goes a second look at that start. Hannah didn't necessarily push herself to the front at all on the pacer. She stayed in that fourth position. And that was a brilliant run from her.
So we are getting ready for the decathlon 1,500 meter. This has been a thrilling competition so far. And Messina is going to take